Good morning, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on X on the Future Digital OG. So, guys, like I showed you yesterday, if you want to talk worst case scenario, the worst case scenario, and that's why I said it's a risk to get out, but I'm repositioning that. I drew yesterday. And you pour out. Well, if Bitcoin's up at 36,000 before it comes collapsing down, where do you think that would put XRP, guys? So maybe I'm going to have to make this clear again. Best case scenario, XRP can come up to that 78-cent range. Like I said yesterday, we had a 1-step, 2-step, 3-step cup and handle. Actually, it was down here was the first step, but we got past there. With this sideways and up, it looks like with this W, because it's a pretty big W, like we called out yesterday, a long time ago. But this is telling you this whole section is bearish. So we're going to have to build a structure to come down. So we very well could go up, and this could be starting the structure to go up to 78 cents. So like I said yesterday, okay, so that was the risk of getting out yesterday, is that we were going to go up and finish off a traditional cup and handle. Do you think it's going to get up there? That's why I said you guys have to make an educated decision. For me, the level I sold out, I can reevaluate. I missed 2 or 3%, and now I can reevaluate this morning if I want to take a ride, if I think it's going to go up. Now that we have more structure built, that's what I'm telling you guys. Like 63 to 78 cents is 15 cents. So why can't you just get back in if you really think that it's going to go up? Because there's a chance, if we get volume, it's going to go up. What could confirm that we're going to 78 cents? Well, it's going to be tough to get a confirmation just because of the way volume's going. But if we got a significant push in volume, we can get to 78 cents. The problem is, you know, are we going to come back down to 58 cents? Which, here's the thing, guys. If we were going to go up that high, we might come back down to 58 cents. Gather some support. And then work our way farther up. So, let's watch this pattern. Nothing's in a straight line. If it comes back down to 58 cents and looks like it's going to gather some support and go back up, well, it's all a risk. This is all a risk. There's no guarantees. The only guarantee is eventually after this ends, we're going to be farther down than before this started. So, that's what I'm saying. But this could be doing one of two things in the 1 hour. The 1 hour could be coming off the W. Oh, you could say, oh, we pushed out to the left. Oh, we pushed out to the head. Oh, we pushed around. You know, or you can do something like this. And then it could just come down. Or it's saying, oh, we're coming around. Oh, we're going to come up because we did left shoulder as the W. And slight inverted in. Up to create the head. Down, but that's a pretty long left side. So then you start looking at it logically. We completed all of that. Now, is it going to be one of these? Because if it goes sideways and down, it's bullish. If it goes sideways and up, it's bearish. But on one of those, you could have something like this and a finish up here, since now I have to draw it out again. But these are the top end capabilities, guys. You can finish off a real cup and handle. I drew this on Bitcoin yesterday. And I said, what would this happen if this happens to Bitcoin? Where would all of ours be? That's the risk. Either way, it's pouring out. You just miss profit. I don't want to miss the profit either. But I'm up. Guys, I'm up yesterday. Several hundred, I'm up. The only difference between this is I can go from the mid hundreds range to $1,000 plus profit, which would be great. we're staring at that W in the pattern, and now if we do a sideways and up, we know we're going from 64 to that 78, 80 cent range. That's the bottom line. See? And then some people who were paying attention, I said it was going to go up first before it came down. I really did. You got to listen to what I'm saying. So, and right here, right now, I'm debating whether or not I should get back in for part 2 of this ride and try to make more profit. The problem is it would be stupid to get in right here, because this, obviously, if it's going to go up another level, would have to retrace to 58 cents, in my opinion. I hit my line perfectly that I drew for overnight. Even descended to the next spot perfectly. So now I've got to, I've got to pay attention. Although it is on the other XRP chart, but it looks kind of like this. But I would expect, if we're going to keep going, I would expect a retrace probably to 58 cents. Let me pull this out a little bit. Now, you might not have to retrace, but if this is some kind of a double top that's forming, it would retrace back down to here and then kick back up another level. One would think. Like I said, this is just a guessing game, guys. Nobody knows. And from the time it crashed, guys, okay, so if my buying range is 52 cents, hear me out, with XRP, I told you to sell it, right? And this is what nobody is talking about either this morning, which is frustrating. I told you to sell XRP when it got up here to secure profits, right? It came all the way back down to here. So you could have secured profits, and my buy target was 52 cents, correct? Initially, but I said it could go below it. So why, if you guys were so worried that it was going to go back up, why didn't you just rebuy it at 52 cents when it retraced? That's my bigger question this morning. Real talk. When I told you it was going critical alert, and it came down, and it went back up, and when it got back up, I said, all right, critical alert. Now we're back in that process where we're creating a head. I didn't say the head was created. I didn't say we were coming to a right shoulder. I said we're getting to the head formation. What does that mean, guys? That means the head formation still has to be created. The head must be created. It's the head formation. We're getting to the head formation. I didn't say the head's completed. We're rounding the top, and now we're back to the bottom. I said we're either starting a neckline or we're completing the head. And if it was the neckline, we still had to go up. But the bottom line is when I first told you guys to sell, it was up here, came all the way down, and it came up here, and I issued the warning again. It's that simple, because I know eventually, look at the W. In all patterns, you can't make up a W. That means we're coming back below this level. Whether it takes a day or two, we're going to come back down to 48 or 44 cents. But the looks of this means we're coming back below 52 cents pretty significantly. Look at the size of that W on all patterns. It's gaining enough strength to where it can plow through this. And when it gets down, it's going to be ugly. But pay attention to the drawing, guys. Pay attention to my top line. That is what could happen in a best case scenario. It can finish off a cup and handle in the best case scenario. And then I'll still have people say, well, hey, you fucked us. Even though I said, hey, it can go up to 78 or 80 cents on a cup and handle. It's just a risk. I would rather sit here knowing what, I mean, you can't make up the pattern, guys. Look at the giant W in all phases of this pattern. You can't make it up. So T-Speak at 222X, every future millionaire, side by X, I'm the future Digibot OG. If you want to donate, links in the description. If you want to join Tom's Army, links in the description, which will never happen, because the only reason somebody joins Tom's Army, like yesterday, not the only reason, but the only time I get a huge traction like yesterday, is when I absolutely call a collapse and then it hits it. And now I've got to wait again until it collapses before I can get more people. That's just a sad truth. Stay blessed.